Father Tony and myself have just come out of our annual silent retreat for the clergy of our diocese. Bishop Turnbull, the retired Bishop of York, led us in our reflections, which were centered around the sites of Jesus' ministry, those same sites that we will have the privilege of visiting in October during our own pilgrimage to the Holy Land. In his last reflection, just before we broke the silence, Bishop Turnbull reflected on Jesus' ministry in Jerusalem. He painted a picture with words for us of the Via Dolorosa, the route that Jesus took from his prison cell in the high priest's house to Calvary. When we follow that route today, we go seeking the markers commemorating each station of the cross that can be found in the midst of Jerusalem's busy marketplaces. We stop at each station and we pray while the world is going on around us, as sellers hawk their wares, as people scurry about their daily routines, as mothers chase after their children in the busy street. The scene is anything but a quiet and peaceful place to pray. I think that this is a perfect image for our busy lives. Our worship, our prayers, our Christian lives, they don't really take place in the sacredness of this church. We live our faith in the world in the midst of all the hustle and bustle of our daily busy lives. As our attention is focused on our annual parish meeting this weekend, as we go about the business of our church, let us not forget to keep our eye on who it is that we're here to serve. Let us not forget that the church is here to equip each other to worship God out in the world. When we receive the body and blood of Christ at the altar each Sunday, we turn around and take Christ back out into the world with us. We are to embody Christ. This is why at the end of the Mass, we end with the words, "Let us go forth into the world, rejoicing in the power of the Spirit." You know, our job as your priest is not necessarily to be out on the streets bringing people to encounter the love of God. Our job is primarily to equip you, the people of God, to take God's love out of this church and into the busyness of the world. My brothers and sisters, let us go forth into the world, carrying the light of Christ within us so that we may share it with others.